Okay, I just want to start this video off by saying that growth is a weird feeling. It's a very weird feeling. Um, for me and my growth in the past couple, I would just say maybe, honestly, just like a month or whatever. It's been one of those weird, like, moments for me where, the person I was, a couple months ago, maybe 6 months ago, I don't know, would be very confused on the person I am now. And the person I am now is disgusted with the person I was. Um, like I said, growth is a weird thing because, for me at least, one moment I was feeling this way, had these thoughts. Next moment, weight was lifted off my shoulder, and now I feel a little bit free in the sense where, like, I'm realizing the issues that I have as a person and working through those issues just so I don't repeat them with other people or with my own kids or family or whatever, just breaking that curse that was bestowed on me as a kid from my mom. So yeah, growth is a weird thing. I had a therapy appointment yesterday, and my counselor was just, she was kind of like, yeah, like, from the first session we ever had, your mindset, your feelings, and this and that, the way you would react to certain things were completely different for how I am now and the way I would or the way I talk. Same with friends, same with family, the same thought. It's just like, yeah, no, the way you were feeling, a month or 8 months ago, it's completely different from how you're feeling right now. And it's just kind of like one of those weird things where it's like a reincarnation of myself in a new way, and I like to think about it in like reincarnated with love, um, as well as just looking at life with a new perspective, destroying ego, destroying pride with many things. It's a very weird feeling. I would have to say a very, I don't know, evolutionary feeling that I've had. Um, but I like it actually. It's actually really nice. I feel a little bit free. I'm enjoying the time by myself and enjoying what I do want from other people, as well as what I want to do for other people. Um, one of the weirdest things that, not even weird, it's just one of those things that I've been feeling is that I definitely feel like, I want to be a support person. I want to be there for people when I can, or just feel like I'm making an impact in a little way, I guess. So, you know, the job that I'm at right now, like, I talk to so many people, and there's this one day where I just realized, I'm like, yeah, I think that is my role. That is the part I'm supposed to play. Um, I was just talking to someone, and she was talking about her best friend and how she used to be here and how she died, and um, how I just like, and she was talking about how sad she was and supporting, just saying little remarks that at the end of the conversation, she was just like, thank you so much for your words. It made my day. Just little things like that make me feel good because they're feelings that aren't something that I'm chasing. It's just something that I'm trying to be, and I'm not trying to take, that personally where I'm like, oh, I need to do this so I can get the reaction I want. It's just I'm doing it, I get it, and I feel good because I feel like it's a very selfless act that I'm doing for other people. Another instance where I was talking to, it was like the person below the CEO of the company, but we were just talking, just like normal people. We're just seeing them as a human, you know, removing the title, removing whatever they got. They're just kind of telling me their feelings and all that stuff, and just me saying little things that encourage them, that support them in a way that you know can keep helping them push a little bit. And the same thing at the end of that conversation, he asked for my name. I told him it, and he's just like, I really appreciate the conversation we had today. and he just smiled at me, and he just wished me a good day. And I'm just realizing like those little moments are something that I value very heavily, and and just supporting them without making them feel like they're pressured. Little things like those are what's making me happy, making me feel fulfilled, and it's not something I'm chasing, but it's just something that I want to be as a person. And I think those kind of values are gonna carry on to family, friendships, relationships. If I ever have a kid, something that I can do for them, and instead of making them feel like they're pressured, or they don't have support, or they have to be a certain way, just being there for people. I think that is something that I'm realizing um, as of recently, and it's been pretty freeing. And you know, like I said, growth is a weird feeling because these are something I would never feel. I would have never felt months ago. Um, I don't know what's going on over there, but something's going on. But yeah, no, these are feelings I would have never felt or thought of months ago. However, they were things that I've thought about and I've wrote about on the person who I wanted to become. It was just I didn't know how to get there. So now I'm here at this moment where I'm just like, okay, is this who I'm shaping into? Is this the person who I want to be? And day by day, I'm realizing that yes, it is, and yes, I want to be this person because it's what makes me happy, and it's what helps other people as well. So, um, and yeah, I'm just not chasing for anything right now. I'm chasing for my own stillness, for my own happiness. Uh, Trying to be extremely patient with myself. That's a big ass bee. Holy fuck. I think it's ginormous. Wish you guys saw that. Maybe you guys did. I don't know. That was fucking huge. Um, yeah, I don't know. It's a weird feeling. Um, I went on a walk with someone yesterday, and I think I just realized, I just like talking to people. I like conversating with people. I like connecting with people. Uh, just platonically, and just asking them how they're feeling, how their day was, and as well as just getting that same type of treatment reciprocated back to me. And I think that's what I'm valuing a lot as a person. And slowly and surely, taking a looks into the past, I feel like I was never given that as a person. Just with friends or family or relationships. And I feel like you know I was just searching for that, and it got exhausting, me wanting to do that for other people. But maybe I was looking at it in the wrong way, and maybe I wasn't considering what they were going through or whatever. Or maybe they just didn't give a shit. I don't know. Um, but yeah, like just not taking that personally, just realizing like yeah, all that fun stuff. Um, but like I've had conversations with people at work or people outside of work, just asking to hang out and asking how I'm doing or whatever. It's just I feel like those moments are moments that shock me, and um, but like they make me feel happy as well. Just kind of expressing myself and communicating what I'm feeling, what I'm doing, without having to feel like or having to feel like the other person is doing it because I did it first. Um, I don't know, little things like those, and I think I'm just slowly realizing just the person that I am. I'm appreciating who I am as a individual, and you know, I don't know. I just feel like I'm a free soul around this place and this world, and I feel like I'm just considering and appreciating the little things that I do for other people, and I think I really do go above and beyond for people sometimes, but like it's something that makes me feel happy doing because it's just very selfless. Um, I don't know, just doing things for people that are sentimental or thoughtful is nice, and I don't know, it's just one of those weird things, and that I've just been thinking about, and just that growth and realization is something that is uncomfortable, but that I am happy about. Um, yeah, I don't. It's a weird thing, but I'm enjoying this. I'm being patient with myself. I'm being appreciative of these moments and all that stuff, and as well as other people. If you're going through something as well, you should and really take care of yourself instead of numbing them down and doing that. And I think that's what I wanted to do for the longest time. I think that's what I was trying to do for the longest time until I just couldn't, and it blew up in my face. So um, yeah, just take care of yourself. Enjoy life for what it is, and I mean, we don't know what's gonna happen next, so just go through it, live in the present. Be thoughtful, be mindful of other people as well. If they're not the same way to you, well, shit. I mean, you can't really do much there. So, but yeah, no, I've been talking with new people, meeting with new people. People wanting to hang out with me. So I don't know, just those little things are what's keeping me going, and you know, as well as just me wanting to do it for other people. It's a weird feeling, but I like it though. I really do enjoy it. I guess is the best way to put it. Um, yeah, no, I don't know. I guess it's just life, and I think I'm enjoying life. But yeah, like I said, um, the growth and realization is what's healing me, and you know, just be patient with yourself. If you feel like you're stuck, at some point you'll be unstuck. You know, don't think too deeply about the future or the past. Enjoy life for what it is, and do stuff that makes you happy. Yeah, I don't know. Either way, that's my little journal, I guess, for this day, and I don't know. I'm excited for life. I guess it's a very filling feeling. I guess there's like I don't know. So I think someone just shot a gun. All right, I better get out of here. Take care of yourself, guys.